My brothers and sisters, my name is Tim Heijen and I am a dragon witch. The biggest questions that I always had from the start of my dragon's path was why? Why would you be with me? Why would you be with humans? Humans are the worst in general. Why would a dragon that I can feel as pure and one with nature as you can be, as godlike as you are, why would you be with us? Why are you here? I even pushed my dragon away because of that idea. But why do you have that idea? How can you feel the dragon so well? And what is your entire point inside of this life or inside of the dragon's path? You are following a spirituality that almost no one in this entire world follows, because it doesn't follow you. It doesn't promise you eternal life or improvements inside of your life. It doesn't promise you anything. It only connects you with the dragon. And yet the dragon is with us. I always asked the dragon, why would you move heaven and earth to be by my side? You are so godlike and so pure. Why wouldn't you be with someone else? There are so many others. But the thing is, on the dragon's path, the answer that should be revealed on this is this dragon's path, this life that you are having now. It is not, you know, a connection that you simply have with your own draconic self. It is a human experience that you have. And that is why sometimes I really don't like humans. I have to say it. This is not a spirituality where you have to be love and light for everyone. Whenever I see at humanity, I see destruction. I see conflicts. I see primates that are evolved and that I and that we are a part of. And sometimes we don't feel like them. We don't feel like this destruction that we are doing. We don't feel like this primate instincts that they have. We feel much more quieter, that we are more inside of ourselves, that we create a place inside of our home that is dedicated to the dragon, that we just can have a silent conversation with the dragon, that we can feel our own draconic self much more. A dragon that is actually loving the peace and quiet. That humans love sounds and they talk so much, and they love, that the noise from it. And that is what humans love so much, and we don't. We don't love that noise so much. We just want peace and quiet. And that is what is so conflict inside of ourselves. So inside of the dragon's path, the question that I had, why are you with us? It is simply because you are not entirely one of the others. You are also one of them. You are much more than that. You are even connected to them. And that is why they are with you. They can still sense your light. And they can know that this place is a test that you can have, the test of being a human amongst humans, to learn from humans. And that is what this life is. We are not stepping inside of a dragon's path. We are stepping inside of a human's path. We are trying to learn from everything. And that is why a lot of people on the dragon's path, they say that they don't want it, that they just want to be taken away by the dragon and just leave this place. But I always heard from my dragon that your story here on this earth needs to be told. And your story is not done yet. Your story is about learning yourself. And you don't need to listen to others, listen to other people, or follow other people. You just need to follow your own self. And that is why you can be such a loner. That is why you can be the strange one, the odd one out that, like they say. You might also be considered as, the crazy one. The crazy one that loves dragons so much. And why do you love dragons so much? Because you are not that different from them. That is eventually what your spirit is. Your spirit is always calling out for the dragon. You are all by yourself here. And that is why your dragons have moved heaven and earth, so that you won't be by yourself in this world, that you can still sense them, that they won't leave you behind in this quest that you have, this entire lifetime, this entire gate that you are going through, this lifetime in itself, that you are not going to be alone. But this can be very difficult and very challenging. The dragon's path in itself can be challenging because you are confronted to who you are and what you are, and it's going to be opened. But what makes it much more difficult is not your draconic self, but your human self that is fighting against it. Your human selves cannot be much more different than that of what a human is. Human and dragon energy is very apart from each other. It is completely different from each other. And when you see other people, for example, I work with 200 different kind of people, and they all make this noise, and I just adjusted myself to push the button and just go along with it and perform, because that is what our life is. Whenever we are opened up to the dragon, that is what our entire life is. It's a performance, so that you can be as much human as possible, so you won't come over as crazy or unusual or different. But yeah, we sometimes lose our performance, and we sometimes lose our the mask that we are wearing, because it can be very suffocating. And that is also why a lot of people on the dragon's path say, just take me, I don't want this story to be told. But that is too late, my brothers and sisters. You are born here in this world, so you cannot just say take me away, because the dragon is here in spirit and not in a physical way. The only thing closest to the dragon in this world is you, what you are, because you are carrying a dragon energy, a dragon spirit, you can say. And that is what makes our lives so difficult, so our lives so distant from other people, and why these primates can feel so loud, and that it seems like they are not one of your own kind. Sometimes it doesn't feel like they are one of your kind. It doesn't feel like that at all. It is just how loud they sometimes can be, that I sometimes have to hide here in this forest. And whenever I see humans, I see so much destruction, I see so much that they feel like this world, this earth belongs to them. And that what makes me feel, disgusted by it, disgusted by humans, how they are. And sometimes I feel shame when I come before Tiamat with my human face, but every single time Tiamat let me know, it's fine, it's the way it was meant to be, it's okay, your face is still that of my children. And that is what makes also our dragon gods so beautiful. They don't mind about your face, they don't mind about who you are. They mind very much who you are, about who you are, but they don't mind that you are human, because inside of yourself you are still one of their children, and they will also be a part of you wherever you go in this world. We don't have to look up for the gods. We are one with the dragon gods, and they will know every single step that we are taking here in this world. But that is eventually what the dragon's path is. The dragon's path is actually here in this world our human's path that we are following. We are following an entire gigantic lesson of how to be a human. And we can be disgusted, we can be irritated, we can be even, that we have enough of it to be one of them, as of them, with all of the challenges involved. That is why we don't look up to a god, oh, give me a better life. No, we look up to the dragon and say, take me away, because I have enough of this. I don't want to be a human, and I don't care about humans. But that is not how easy it can go, my brothers and sisters. You are born as a human, but you have the soul of the dragon. And now is the time to learn about who you are and your surroundings, nature, and all of what it's combined, all of the obstacles that you are going to get inside of this life, because you will have a lot of obstacles, but you will always be guided by your dragon. And that's what makes our path so beautiful. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.